Okay, and part A says determine the critical value for a right-tailed test of a population mean at alpha is equal to 0.05 level of significance with 15 degrees of freedom. Okay, bring up my tablet. There we go. Okay, so 15 degrees of freedom. And right-tailed means we got this right tail here, and 0.05 would go right here. Alpha always goes in your tails, and this is the value we're trying to find. Okay, well, if I theory, click that. T-distribution table, the degrees of freedom across the top, or I mean on the side, and across the top is the area in the right tail. Now that should say area in one tail, so it's incorrect. So we got 0.05. If I come here to 0.05, we're looking in this column, and degrees of freedom 15, so I come down to 15, and I get 1.753. So, close that. $1.753. Okay, the next one says n is 20. Degrees of freedom is always one less, so degree of freedom would be 19. And it says it's a left tail test. And alpha is 0.01. Here's left tail. So we're going to put a 0.01 here. And this is what we're trying to find. Okay. For the table, 0.01 for the top. Remember, this is not the area in the right tail, it's the area in one tail. Where's 0.01? Here it is. Degree of freedom of 19, so I come down to 19, and I get 2.539. Now, since it's on the left, it's going to be a negative. So I've got a negative 2.539. Okay, C. N is 17, which means our degree of freedom would be 16. It's always one less. It says it's a two-tail. Alpha is 0.05, so that means I'll split that up. 0.05 divided by 2 is 0.025. And if 5% is in the tails and 95% is in the main body. You don't need that, but. And we got two values here we're looking up. Okay. Mountain one tail is 0.025, so 0.025 right here. And degree of freedom is 16, so if I come down to 16, I get 2.12. Now, when your critical value is on the left side, it's always negative. Just as like when this was on the left, it's negative. This one's on the left, so it's negative. So we'll have a negative 2.12 and a positive 2.12. So I'll have a plus or minus 2.12. And that's how you found those critical values.